Hello yoga friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and this is the 31-day yoga challenge where we do 20 minutes of yoga a day for 31 days. Today is day 26 and today is all about expressing or to express. And I know when I like to express myself, I like to do so with my heart. So we will be focusing on a lot of heart openers today, opening up that heart chakra. We will be needing a bolster today, or a pillow or a thick cushion. A couch cushion can work great as a replacement for a yoga bolster. And as always, there is a playlist linked down below in case you'd like to listen to some tunes while you practice. So without further ado, let's get started here in supported butterfly by placing our bolster vertical with our mat. Let's get our bums just right up against that bolster. And then bringing our feet together, knees wide, we're going to drape our backs over that prop, allowing our arms to come down out by the sides here, really opening through that heart chakra, really opening the chest here, and adjusting your butterfly as you need. So maybe bringing the heels a little farther away from the groin or closer in. Also feel free to put blocks underneath the knees if you'd like to. Just taking your time to set up this posture as we'll be here for a few minutes. When you are settled in this supported butterfly, we can go ahead and flutter the eyes closed or take a soft gaze. Finding an even breath in and out through the nostrils, coming into the present moment. We'll begin our practice by setting an intention. Anything that comes to mind is wonderful, and if nothing comes to mind, you can always use this one. I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself. And whatever intention you chose for yourself today, begin to inhale that through the nose, deep into the belly. And open the mouth. Sigh. Exhale out anything extra that you may have brought onto your mat today. Taking that one more time. Inhaling through the nose, deep into the belly. And open the mouth. Sigh. Exhale out anything extra. Knowing you can always come back to your intention throughout practice and perhaps throughout the rest of your day today. Returning to that even breath. And we'll stay in this supported butterfly for about 5 more rounds of breath. Really scanning the body, exhaling any tension, making sure the face is nice and relaxed, all the way down to the toes. And on your next round of breath, go ahead and gently roll to one side, just off your prop, and then place that bolster over by the side of the mat to use for a little later in practice. As we come to a seated position here, bending both knees, placing the soles of the feet on the ground, we can place the hands just behind the hips. And then let's windshield wiper the knees from side to side here. Keeping shoulders down and relaxed. And bringing your knees back up to center, making sure the legs are hip width distance here. Next inhale, we're going to press the pelvis into the air, coming into reverse tabletop. Exhale, bring that pelvis back down onto the mat. Inhale, back up to reverse tabletop. Exhale, back down to the mat. reverse tabletop. Exhale, down to the mat. And one last time, inhale, reverse tabletop. We'll stay here for one round of breath. And next, exhale, lower everything down onto the mat. Beautiful work. From here, we're going to come through into regular tabletop, making sure knees are directly under hips, wrists directly under shoulders. Let's flex both feet and then sit back on the heels, coming into fire feet. Really opening through the arches here. An option to stay here with your palms on your thighs, or maybe you clasp your hands behind your back, opening through the chest. Wherever you are, let's stay here for 2 more rounds of breath. And then if you do have your hands clasped behind your back, let's go ahead and release those palms down onto the thighs. And next, inhale, let's move back into that tabletop. From here, we'll inhale, look up to the sky, arching the back for cow pose. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding the spine for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And one more time. Inhaling cow. And exhaling cat. Inhale, come back to tabletop. And exhale, walk the palms forward, melting the heart down onto the mat, bringing the forehead or chin to the earth for puppy pose. 3 rounds of breath here. And next, inhale, walk those palms underneath the shoulder, coming back into that tabletop. Let's flex through the feet. Maybe walk the palms out slightly and press the hips up and back, finding our first downward facing dog, maybe pedaling through the feet or generously bending the knees, making sure the feet are hip width distance or wider, shoulders down and back, neck nice and released, eyes of the elbows pointed towards the front of the mat, and all 10 fingers spread wide. We'll stay here finding some organic movement or breathing in stillness for 3 more rounds of breath. And on your next inhale, let's rise up to the balls of the feet. Step, hop, or float forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to the sky, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the palms, step, hop, or float back, flow as you so choose, and I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Staying here for 3 rounds of breath. And next, inhale, let's inhale that left leg up in the air for 3-legged dog, and exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And exhale, open that left hip by bringing that left heel towards the right glute here, making sure shoulders are squared still. An option to flip your dog by bringing the left foot on the outer edge of the mat, reaching that left arm towards the front of the mat. Wherever you are, we're going to stay for 2 rounds of breath. And next, inhale. Let's come back up to that 3-legged dog. And exhale that left foot between the palms at the front of the mat. Inhaling, arms overhead for high crescent. From here, we're going to exhale, cactus the arms, and bend through that right knee, hovering the right shin above the mat. Inhale, straighten arms overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms and hover, maybe looking up to the sky. Inhale, arms overhead. And one more time, exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms overhead. And then exhale, step that right foot to the front of the mat for Tadasana, mountain pose. Arms overhead. And let's exhale, twist to the right. Arms to a T, one round of breath. Inhale, back to center, arms overhead. And exhale, twist to the left, arms to the T. One round of breath. Inhale, back to center, arms overhead. And exhale, cactus the arms down, maybe looking up to the sky, taking a little back bend. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the palms, step, hop, or float back, flow as you so choose. And I'll meet you in downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath, evening out the breath here. And next inhale, we're going to inhale that right leg up to the sky for 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And exhale, open that hip by bringing the right heel towards the left glute. An option to flip the dog here. Reaching that right hand towards the front of the mat. Making sure that left wrist is directly under the left shoulder. Wherever you are, 2 rounds of breath. Next, inhale. Let's come back to that 3-legged dog. And exhale, right foot between the palms at the front of the mat. Inhaling, arms overhead for high crescent. Exhale, cactus the arms and hover that left shin by bending the left knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, hover. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, hover. Inhale, straighten back to high crescent. And step that left foot to the front of the mat for Tadasana, mountain pose. Next exhale, we'll twist to the left, arms to a T, 1 round of breath. Inhale, arms overhead, Tadasana, mountain pose. And exhale, twist to the right, arms to a T, 1 round of breath. Inhale, back to center, arms overhead. And exhale, either cactus the arms or clasp the hands behind the back. Straightening through the elbows, really opening that chest. Wherever you are, next inhale, bring those arms overhead. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the palms and step back into a high plank. Exhale, lower all the way onto the belly. We're going to find half bow here. So extending that left arm out in front of us, palm facing the earth. We're going to bring that right heel towards the right glute and then catch that right ankle with the right hand. Option to stay here if you just like this quad stretch and hip flexor stretch. Or next inhale, press that right foot into the right hand, bringing the chest and head off the mat for half bow. Next, exhale, lower everything back down, releasing that right foot and bringing that right arm towards the front of the mat. And then bringing that left heel towards the left glute, catching that left ankle with the left hand. Option to stay here, or next inhale, press into that left hand, bringing that thigh and the chest and head off the mat. One more full round of breath here. And next, exhale, lower everything down onto the mat. Beautiful work. Bringing both palms underneath the shoulders, elbows back by the sides.
We're going to inhale, press back into a child's pose. Maybe keeping knees together, feet together, or feet together, knees wide, your choice. You can stay here with your arms stretched out in front of you, or maybe you bring your arms back by your side. An option to even clasp the hands at the lower back, maybe switching what thumb is on top, and then straightening those elbows. Wherever you're choosing to take this child's pose, let's stay here for 2 more rounds of breath. And then on your next inhale, bringing your palms underneath your shoulders, let's roll up that spine and find our way all the way down onto our backs. And keeping our knees bent, soles of the feet on the earth, we're going to grab that prop that we used at the beginning of class, setting up for supported bridge pose. So next inhale, making sure that the legs are hip-width distance. Let's press through the feet, lifting the pelvis just enough to slide that prop underneath our tailbone and then settle down in supported bridge. If you want a little extra chest opener here, you can bring your arms out to a T. And if you want a little deeper of a back bend, you can try straightening one leg and then the other here. Wherever you are, we're going to stay here for about 5 rounds of breath. And then if your legs are straightened, go ahead and bend one knee and then the other, coming back into a supported bridge. And then option to stay here or extend both legs up in the air for waterfall. And we'll stay here for 5 rounds of breath. And then next, exhale, lower the soles of the feet on the earth. And then let's lift our pelvis up just enough. Just slide our props out from underneath and finding your Shavasana for the day. Maybe taking a constructive rest by walking the feet out to the outer edges of the mat and knocking the knees in. Maybe maintain that gentle heart opener by allowing the arms to come out by the sides or maybe in a cactus position, your choice. Fluttering the eyes closed if they're not there already, adjusting any clothing or hair that might be distracting. Let's scan the body for any tension you can exhale and allow yourself to stop being a human doing and just be a human being. I will let you know when it's time to come out of your Shavasana. But for now, simply rest. And you are welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. But if you'd like to close out class with me, begin to bring awareness back to your breath, introducing some movement into the body, maybe by wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling through the wrists and ankles, maybe taking a nice good morning stretch by reaching your arms overhead, straightening out your legs, finding any organic movement to wake the body back up. And then gently rolling on to one side for a fetal position, using your bottom arm as a pillow, keeping the knees bent. Taking one round of breath here. And next, inhale, gently pressing your way up into Sukhasana, easy pose. Maybe keeping the eyes closed or in a soft gaze, bringing hands to heart center. I want to thank you for coming to practice with me today, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. We'll close our class with the sound of Om. Inhaling through the nose deep into the belly. And bringing thumbs to third eye. May the light and love in me recognize and honor the light and love in you. Namaste.